Bum 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 bum. Hi, I'm Abby.
And I'm Amy.
And this is the AA meeting.
That's so good.
Very good. I was going to go again, but
Oh, sorry.
no, it's right.
Is this our third ever Q&A?
I think this is Q&A part 3.
I think so too. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time since you... We do a lot of singing for people who don't sing.
That's true. But we're really gifted and it would be rude to keep that to ourselves.
I think so too.
Yes, this is not a regular old episode today. This is a special little ep.
Yeah.
There won't be any of the regular business, the segments and shit. It's like one big question of the podcast with 20 sections of questions. Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
So if you haven't listened to the previous ones, basically you guys send in questions and we answer them.
Yeah, so make sure you're following our Instagram for next time we do one of these. If you have any burning questions
that
you need answers to. Yeah.
I think we should just jump into it.
I think so too.
Roll the intro. Bum 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 bum.
This is the AA meeting. Welcome to our podcast.
I said the.
Should we go like I do one, you do one sort of thing? Like read them out?
Yeah, or do you want to do like you do 5, I do 5,
Okay.
you know?
Sure.
Keep the flow going.
We're going to start it off easy. How tall are you both? Now, I was thinking about this because I saw it. And I actually think it's kind of funny because in photos, it probably looks like either you're super tall or I'm super short.
Yeah.
But, like, I think it's just because, like, we're both on different ends of the spectrum,
specky.
you know? Like, because it...
But also, if you watch all this, like, if you listen to the podcast, you do have no idea and you've never seen a photo of us, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I'm 5'3", I think. I always used to say 5'2", but I think I'm actually nearly 5'3".
Okay, girl.
Because I'm growing. How tall are you?
I'm 5'10", but I say I'm 5'11" for dancing things.
Fair. Yeah, because I feel like if I saw a photo of us, I would just assume that, like, at least one of us is average height. You know, like, not that...
Yeah.
Because is average, like, 5'6"?
I think that's the average of us, so sure.
Yeah, right.
I think so.
But that's not the case. It's just that I'm on the shorter side and you're on the taller side. For
yes.
Next question. What's something you wished for and it came true? I like this question.
You go first.
Actually, I was thinking about this the other day. So during COVID, I used to do like a manifestation journal. So every day I would sit down and I would have my coffee and I would write a diary entry as if it was something I already had. And I haven't gone back and read it because I know a lot of it is like very long term. But I know for a fact that I wrote several about living on my own in an apartment near the beach. Which this didn't happen on purpose. Like it kind of all fell into place. Like I was supposed to move with Eshwin and then I did and then he had to go back. So I've been on my own for a few months. Which I think is interesting, the fact that it wasn't planned.
Yeah.
But it was always something that I was like, I really want to live alone at one point and I want it to be near the water.
Yeah.
And it's happened.
Very good.
Isn't that weird? What's yours?
Well, originally I was thinking of like the job that I'm going to go off and do because for like a year straight I've been like manifesting that specific one.
Yeah.
But now that you say that about a manifestation journal, I only just remembered that like in COVID as well, the second lockdown, I was like really into like crystals and like energy and stuff. And I would do lots of manifesting while meditating and stuff like that. And I'll write down in my manifestation journal. And similar thing, one of mine was to dance on a boat. But I just assumed it was a cruise ship and I never like wrote cruise ship because I read it like not long ago. I never wrote cruise ship or I never wrote like the company that I wanted to dance with. It was like I wanted to dance on a boat. And I did that.
Yeah. Isn't it so funny?
It is.
And they never quite happen the way that you like
No.
It's never like, not that it's worse or better, but it's just like interesting that things fall into place and you go, oh, actually, I was wishing for that. Very sweet.
I very much believe that ask and you shall receive.
I agree.
From the universe. You do good things for people and to the universe, and it'll do good things back to you.
Heck yeah. Talk about a time you made someone else cry.
I've made students cry all the time.
That's exactly
teaching,
what came to my head. Yeah.
but it's more like, get your head out of the trash bin, you know, and they start like that, like those. I've never yelled at a student being like, "You're so bad" or things like that, or like "You're in trouble." It's more like, "You're out of the game." Like you're out, and then they cry.
Yeah. That happens all the time. Or like I had an older student cry once because she was just struggling to pick it up and she got like frustrated with herself.
Yes.
She cried a few times actually.
Yeah.
And I always felt so bad, but it was like, it's so hard when you've got like such a big like difference in abilities. Like you don't want to make it boring for the ones who like have been doing it for ages, but then also like I remember being in classes with like older kids and like they were all really good and I just couldn't pick it up and it's so frustrating. Especially tap. I can see when kids are about to break and tap, you know, because that's really frustrating. When you can't get it. Anyway, but have I made anyone cry outside of that?
Probably just my sibling when we were fighting.
Oh yeah, of course. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so too.
If you had to go back in time and restart the podcast, what would you do differently? I wouldn't have done the how do cars work segment because we got fucking death threats.
Maybe I would have, I know we're trying to do it a bit cheaper, but would have just invested in better audio equipment.
Yeah.
Because we got like bottom of the line entry mics.
Yeah.
When we could have spent like a little bit more, a couple hundred more, and then gotten like good ones. But I understand because we didn't know if it was going to be successful or not.
Yeah, or if we would like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I still think like if anyone asks for advice, I would say to like not spend a heap of money at the start.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think our mics were like $30 each or something. We probably could have
splurged a little
bit more, yeah. I also wouldn't have worn that blue top in that episode, but it was really hot and I had big sweat patches and everyone on TikTok called me Sweaty Betty.
Come on now. I deleted every comment hoping you wouldn't see it.
Yeah, thanks. It wasn't even that bad. Like they were
and
tiny
people have worse.
Yeah.
If it was a boy, no one would have cared.
Exactly. I'll do one more and then we can swap. Who's punching more, Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce?
Now, is this the NFL player?
Obviously, Travis Kelce is punching.
Yes.
She can sell out that entire stadium on her own.
Yes. But hasn't he won multiple Super Bowls?
Yeah, apparently he's like one of the best in the game. But like, I hadn't heard of him until...
Yeah, until that TikTok trend. Yeah. You know, where the girlfriends are filming their boyfriends and they're like, wow, that's so good for him. Like, she put him on the map.
And they're like freaking out. Yeah, I saw this one. It was like this mum with her son and she was like, yeah, her new boyfriend, he plays in the niffle. The son's there like, Mom. No, but I do think, and this is my number one argument for this, everyone who was like a fan of Travis Kelce before already knew who Taylor Swift was. Most people who were a fan of Taylor Swift had no idea who Travis Kelce was. Yeah. And therefore that's my answer.
She's like the biggest pop star of our generation.
Yeah.
Top or shorts on first?
I always put my pants on first. I think.
Okay.
It depends. If you're like picking an outfit based on the top, then you've probably got the top on.
Yeah.
But I think if I already have it in my head, I usually will put pants on first.
Yeah. It depends on which item of clothing I want to center the outfit around.
Yeah.
And then I'll generally put that on first. But I think I'm the same. I think I'll do, like, if it's between bottoms and tops, I'll do bottoms first. But I always do, I've said it before on the podcast, but I always do like my undies, bra and socks first. I still
find that so strange.
Yeah, like I've got my socks on And then sometimes it's annoying because then I'm wearing white ones, but then I got to change it.
Mm.
But I always got my socks on.
I think I go undies, then bottoms, then bra, then top, then socks.
Yeah.
Like I don't put all the undergarments on first.
Yeah, I think I do undies and socks.
Mm.
And then bottoms, then bra, then top, then shoes.
Do you think your fascination with socks is because they were forbidden when you were younger?
I think so. Like I'm not allowed to wear them.
Yeah. So now it's like every chance you can get, you've got your socks on.
Yeah. I mean, I was allowed to wear them.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I don't know, maybe. Biggest hot girl tip. Now, this is one that I don't do often, but I'm trying to, so maybe we can all try together. And that's drink more water.
Yeah, good one.
Hydrated girlies.
Yeah. A good moisturizer for your body particularly. I feel like people forget about that. That and clean hair. I think if I'm moisturized and I have clean hair, even if I have no makeup on and I'm like wearing my comfy clothes, I still feel more put together.
Brushing your hair is a big one, I feel. Like, you know how sometimes you get out of bed and you put your hair up in a claw clip? The whole day I feel like not put together. Even if I brush my hair and then put it in a claw clip, I'm like ready to slay the day. Sorry guys, if the visual was on a diagonal, sorry. At least we fixed it halfway. Okay, I'll do a couple more. Who's your girl crush?
Do you have one?
Girl that pops into my head, which is like, because I just watched Barbie, but like Margot Robbie, obviously, but that's everyone's crush. Like I want like a cooler one.
Okay, this one's a bit weird. Well, not weird, but like it's not the stereotypical girl crush. I'm like obsessed with G Flip. Like, and I think it's because she's quite masculine. And so I forget that she's a woman maybe.
Yeah.
But like I see her on Chriselle and I'm like I understand. I do. And I like she's on tour at the moment and her new album's really good. And so I've just got like G Flip all over my TikTok.
Right.
And I'm like, I like men, but I understand.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah. I think she's my girl crush.
I can't think of one right now. Oh, probably like Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, if I had to pick one where it's like girl crushes in like if I could be anyone, I would be her. It's Emma McDonald.
Who's that?
I've shown you like she's on YouTube and I'm like obsessed with her and her sister. And she just got engaged to Peyton Pritchard, who's like a Celtics basketball player. And like if I could look like anyone, I would look like her. So, and like her life is just like it's her and her fiance and the dog. And she's like younger than us. But like, anyway. Yeah.
I'll do one more. What's your favorite way to spend a day off?
I learnt recently that if I just stay inside all day and watch TV, as much as that sounds like a lovely day, it will make me hot girl depressed.
Yeah, I was going to say there's like two versions of this.
Yeah.
Like, because I love I call it a bed day. I feel like I need one once a week just because I have like sleeping problems. Like I need to have a whole day in bed once a week to like refresh me. But then I also need a day off where I'm like doing my chores and stuff. I love that kind of day.
Yeah. But then also like the days that make my life feel like they're worth living are like the days where, okay, no, if I could do anything in a day and I don't have to work or anything, I would like go to like a nice cafe and get like a pastry and a coffee.
Takeaway. Go for a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like go shopping would be involved in there.
Yeah.
But just a quick shop, like just a couple of shops the whole day.
Like little boutiques along the way.
Yep. And then
I agree.
I'd come home, I'd get like a takeaway dinner, bring it home and watch a movie.
Cute.
That's my day. I
think I'd start the same with like a walk to go, You know what I would love to do first is like I really want to be a reformer girly, but it's just not in my budget at the moment, but I will manifest it. I'd love to get up and go to reformer, and then after reformer go to my coffee shop, get a croissant, get a coffee. As I'm walking home, have a look in some shops. I'd love to shop too. And then I'd need a couple hours just at home, just like tidying up, maybe like doing a few chores or whatever, because I like that kind of stuff. And then I want to go get cocktails with the girls, like happy hour, like 4:30. And then like, I know we said no work, but like I don't really feel like dancing is my work, but I would love to then do a show at night. And that would be my ideal day.
Love that.
Yeah.
What do you think a parallel version of yourself would be like? Like in a parallel world? So I guess it's not the opposite of you. It's like you if you were in different circumstances, right?
Okay. Like rich me?
Oh my God, I'd love to meet her. I'm thinking like there would be a parallel version of me who like didn't move to Sydney and went to uni instead.
Yeah.
And to be honest, she's probably like...
She's boring.
She is boring, but like she would be really financially stable right now. Like I think I would have ended up doing some kind of law thing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, she probably has a lot of money.
Must be nice.
But also a huge HECS debt. So, actually, no, that's not true because Eshwin's HECS debt is less than mine. So
really?
Yeah, I think because mine's like an independent uni.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't get as much funding.
Yeah.
And it's arts.
His is like, he did 4 years and his is about 20 grand less than mine. Isn't that mental?
I think I'd be similar, like not dancing, but I feel like I'd still be, like I was not an academic person. Shock horror.
That's not shocking. I mean, no, sorry, that's shocking. Sorry. No, I meant to say that like that wouldn't seem obvious.
Yeah, people. No, so I'd probably still do something like creative.
That's not shocking.
I'm just going to brush past it like it didn't hurt my feelings.
Sorry, that's not what
it's okay. Yeah, but like if it wasn't dance, I don't know. I kind of like have always wanted to do some kind of like design, like fashion, like designing clothes, stuff like that.
Does Parallel used to live in Sydney?
No, maybe I'd do that on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think I'd still be there. Even though I like to think like I would have moved.
I would have had to get out, yeah. I probably would have gone to Melbourne.
That's what I was going to say for yours, yeah.
Yeah, and done some kind of fashion thing. I don't know.
And then the podcast wouldn't exist. That would be a sad, sad world.
That'd be sad for you guys.
Yeah. Favorite Sydney night spot? I forgot to tell you, one of my uni friends, well, she doesn't go there anymore, but one of my friends who used to go to uni with me messaged me the other day and she was like, oh, I work with this girl who watches the podcast and like got all of her nightclub recommendations from you guys.
No way.
Her name's Georgia. Hi, Georgia. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Poor girl.
Yeah, no, I was probably thinking, God, she's probably going to some terrible places. I'd like to think my favorite is Lil Darlin, even though I've probably only been there less than a handful of times.
Yeah. No,
like I've probably been there like 4 times in my life.
Yeah. Yes, agreed. I love like I've literally hardly ever been there, but I love like the bars in Bondi.
Oh yeah, like Ravisi's and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like
Hotel Bondi.
And what's the one?
Bucket List.
No, it's not on the, like it's not at the beach. Beach Road Hotel.
Yeah.
Like I like that. They've got some good stuff out there.
Any of the things near the beaches is bougie.
Yeah. But a night spot.
I really love like Darling Harbour at night because the sun sets like that way, like behind Pyrmont, you know? So like it's really nice in the Arvo evening. at one of those joints there, but it's just a shame that they're a bit clubby or
Yeah.
they're either really bougie, like because there's a couple bars there that are quite bougie, or they're like cargo
Yeah.
or the sports bar.
I still think Newtown is my ride or die. Like you can't
Webster's Rooftop.
You can't go wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunk Dumpling.
I loved drunk dumpling.
Newtown
Oh my God, I meant to
Hotel.
tell you, this dumpling place near me has the best dumplings I've ever had in my entire life. You have to go there because it would be near your uni.
Did you tell me about it when we drove back the other day?
Yeah, I was like, you should go there.
Yeah.
But I had never been there, but I've been there twice now and they're the best dumplings I've ever had. You have to go there.
Okay, I will. There's a dumpling place over here that like I've had dreams about their soup dumplings. Like they're so good. I took my mum there. She was here for 3 nights and we went every night because I took her there the first night and then every day we were like, well, we have to go back.
Yeah, right.
I love dumpies. Did we answer that question? I can't remember what it was. Oh, that's mean. Burritos or gyros? I think if I could only eat one for the rest of my life and the other one had to be wiped from my memory, I would eat gyros.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say gyros only because I can't have too much rice. And if the burrito's got a lot of rice, it makes me feel sick.
Yeah.
But I do like burritos because you can get chips on the side. So you've got 2 meals, whereas gyros, they're in the gyros.
Yeah.
So I can't also order chips because otherwise I'm a fatty. That's me saying for myself, not for anyone else.
And I think that I crave gyros more often than I crave burritos.
But I do love guac.
Me too. But like I think if I'm craving Mexican, usually it's like, I really feel like nachos right now. You know? Or something like that. But yeah, I always feel like gyros.
Yeah, I think surprisingly I'm going to say gyros.
How many have I done?
I don't know.
Maybe I'll do one more.
Yeah.
It's fine. When you think of a childhood core memory, what first comes to mind?
I think of like my sister and I dressing up from the dress up box, like all of our costumes and stuff, and dancing in front of the fireplace for my parents.
That's cute.
Yeah, and like Olivia would always be a beautiful ballerina or a princess, and I'd be Spider-Man. Or like, yeah, she'd be like the princess and I'd be the prince.
Yeah.
Or like, you know.
Yeah.
Or she'd be the ballerina and I'd be the frog.
Yeah.
Or the clown or something.
I think mine is like going to like family friends' houses when like the parents all sit around and drink and the kids play and whatever, and like sitting on my dad's lap.
Oh,
you know,
cute.
and he'd always do the horsey thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's mine.
Yeah. Cute.
Do you want to do some?
Mm-hmm. All right, this is a good one. How much do you think you've spent at Glassons?
I'd hate to do the math.
Now, my outfit, like top and bottom right now, is Glassons.
I'm not wearing any right now.
No.
Yeah. It'd be up there. I actually think I've probably spent more at Princess Polly.
Really?
I think so. But Glassons is pretty up there.
Yeah. Honestly, thousands.
Yeah.
Multi-thousands.
It makes me feel sick.
Especially because their stuff is like, it's not expensive.
Yeah.
Like it's not like Kmart cheap, but it's like on the more affordable side, which I love. But
yeah, so it's like you go in and you've just got one thing and you're like, well, I might as well grab a couple basics.
yeah, you may as well get a couple things.
Yeah.
And you do that every time.
And I'll get this in every colour it comes in.
Yes. I reckon I've spent, can you give me a figure of how much you think you've spent?
It'd be in the thousands.
Like how many thousand?
No, I don't know if it'd be more than 2. Because it's not that expensive. And I'm trying to think, yes, I like almost every pair of jeans I own and whatever from there. But yeah, I feel like it would be around the 1,500 mark.
I reckon I've probably cracked close to 5K.
That doesn't surprise me.
Because literally every pair of jeans. And if you think about it, the jeans are like $60 to $80.
Mm.
And then like I have lots of leather blazery jackets.
Oh, I forgot about all my blazers.
Yeah, and they're all like over 100.
Yeah.
And then
Are they? I thought they were like 80.
Depends on which one you get, I guess.
Mm. Oh, and I have a heap of little like going out tops.
I have a heap of tops. I've got skirts. I've got pants, like suit panty things. I've got accessories. I've got a headband, jewelry, claw clip. I've got a purse, shoes.
Yeah, yours is like concerning actually. Every time Abby sends a haul to the group chat, it's like, so I just went to Glassons.
I just had to stop in.
There's this top at the moment that I saw on TikTok that someone has from Glassons, but I went into the East Gardens one, they didn't have it. So, and they don't have it online.
That's the thing as well. It's like when you go in there and you find something you like, you got to buy it.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be at another store. You won't find it online.
Yeah.
And chances are the next time you go into that Glassons,
sold out.
Gone.
Yeah.
And they revamp the store all the time.
Mm.
Because I'm a local at Broadway.
Mm.
Like one time I went in there on, I can't remember what day of the week, but it was like, say it was a Monday, and they were like moving things around for their new thing. And then on the Tuesday, it was all changed again because I went in on the Tuesday too. And I also went in on the Wednesday because at that time I was like, now I'm curious to see if it's changed again. And it's changed again.
Wow. So they must do it every day. There was a stage that I went through where I would check their new in section on the website like every single day because they have stuff every day.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Anyway.
There's one of the big shops like over here closed down a few weeks ago, and Ashwin and I were talking about like if you could put any shop in there, what would it be? And my answer was Glassons. Because there isn't one at the Westfield.
Yeah. There's not one at Miranda. Oh no, there isn't. And they need to have one in the city.
Yeah.
They've only got the Broadway one. Like they need to have one on George Street or something.
Yeah.
What's a go-to outfit? Like you're running some errands.
Just like a day to day.
Yeah.
I wear my black linen pants more than I should. The like seam at the top has like come undone. Like they're really, they've seen some sides. Like them and a t-shirt probably is my like comfy go-to. Or if it's like, if I'm like going to uni and I just need something to throw on, it's usually jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah. I wish I could say jeans, but I'm not like a jeans girl. Like, because I can't sit in them comfortably. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to say like leggings.
Mm-hmm.
Or like I love a good bike short and oversized t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wear that like most days for like, and like a crossbody bag. I think that's like a vibe, and some sunnies.
Yeah.
Or I'll wear like my Lulus and like a Glassons top.
Mm. What's your go-to going out? God, I have nothing to wear and I feel like crap in everything. Let me just put on something I know works. Outfit.
I have this one top that I always like default to if things aren't working. I'm like, I know it looks good on me. It's like a halter, like kind of cobalty blue color vesty top.
Oh, I know the one. Yeah.
From Kukai. So I would just wear that, and then that works with like a white skirt, a black skirt, black pants, like whatever.
Yeah.
So generally that I'll throw on with something on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say like a little dress or something, but for me, it's got to be an occasion to wear a dress. Like I want to be one of those girls in summer where I wear a maxi dress.
Yeah.
To do errands.
I always see people doing that and I'm like, if I wore that, I would feel overdressed, but it looks fine when you do it.
Yeah, and with like Birks.
Yeah.
Like I want to be that bitch. I want like that to be my like one article of clothing.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not that girl. What about you?
Well, usually, what was that? Usually if I'm feeling like that, it's because I'm on my period and I'm bloated, and so I hate everything I wear. My like brown pinstripe blazer, that has seen some sights because I can like throw that over anything and it like it covers me well enough that I don't feel exposed, you know. Or it's pants and a little top is the go-to.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Advice you'd give your younger self?
Can we pick an age?
Yes.
Like, are we talking like child? Are we talking like early
I'd
teens?
say like 12.
Okay. I would say to her, people aren't paying as close attention as you think they are. You know, like everything was embarrassing and like everything was like, oh, I'm so awkward. I'm so like, but like no one's like everyone feels the same way. Yeah. Like 12 is a weird age for everyone. Like no one's paying attention to what other people are doing because everyone's too worried about how they look, you know. That would be mine.
Yeah. Mine would be something about like don't get so caught up about it. Like it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
You know? Like I would get really anxious and about the most stupid things ever. Like it's not going to matter in a year's time.
Yeah. My favorite thing that I still do whenever there's like, I have a big issue, I still ask myself, will this matter in 5 years? And if the answer's no, then it's like, then it's not as big of a deal as you think.
Everything felt like the end of the world then. Yeah. And like, I think I'd just be like, trust me, it's not.
Yeah.
You know?
Love it. Okay, this is kind of similar, but what's the biggest lesson you've learnt this year?
This year? Okay, this is kind of like stupid, but like that you can do it. Mm-hmm. Okay, but hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Like from traveling in Europe, like I know the girls helped me, but like I organized that whole trip and then I actually did it.
Mm-hmm.
And like the world wasn't that scary. Like when I was younger, I was always like, I'd always be really nervous about like, oh my God, traveling by yourself, blah, blah, blah. And I know I wasn't on my own, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like you can just do, like you can do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not that hard stepping out of your comfort. Well, it is, but like, you know, once you step out of your comfort zone, everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know?
I like that.
And then like I'm about to move to another country for 6 months. And yes, I'm nervous, but I'm like, oh, I like was able to travel. Like I went through like airports and everything in a different language. I found my way, you know, like.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
If I didn't go to Europe this year, I'd be shitting myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's good that all worked out that way.
Because it is hard when people are yelling at you in a different language and you have no idea what they're saying, or your train leaves in 2 minutes and you don't even know what number the platform is because it's in a different language. Like, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
But like, if you get through that, you know, I feel like I can get through anything.
Yeah. Good one. Mine would be that sometimes the things that you say to yourself aren't actually true. I've like been through a couple of things this year where like, okay, for starters, stress does weird shit to your brain. And like, so there have been several times where I've been like thinking things and like I can't get past them, like negative things. And then a few weeks later I feel a bit better and I'm like, oh, that was the stress talking.
Yeah.
Or like for example, I came out of an audition recently and like fully had a meltdown and convinced myself it was the worst thing that I'd ever done and blah, blah, blah. But actually I came out of it overwhelmed because it was a stressful experience. And then in the days and weeks after that, convinced myself that it was really bad. And like now I think back to it and I'm like, it wasn't as bad as I thought. It's just that I kept telling myself it was bad to the point where I thought that it was the worst thing that had ever happened to me. You know what I mean? Like, And that was just all in my head,
Yeah.
you know? Or like I've thought things about like, I don't know, like stupid things that weren't actually true, you know?
Yeah.
And like the way you speak to, like if you say something to yourself enough, then you're going to believe it. But there's been a few times where I've like realized that actually I'm not as disgusting. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, of
just
course.
like silly little things. So yeah, don't listen to yourself is what I'm saying.
Yeah, or don't let yourself because I get like that too in your head. You're in your head and then you're convincing yourself, you're saying it over and over again, so it must be true, and then you're tweaking it.
Yeah.
And every time you're saying it to yourself, it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
It's just like you just got to be like, it happened.
Yeah.
And now I'm moving on.
Exactly. I agree. So that would be mine.
Very good.
I think that's just about all we have.
I think that's it, guys.
Wait, there was a funny one I read that I thought maybe we should end on because that got a bit deep. What was it? Oh, what's your most controversial opinion? Okay.
Okay, you do yours.
I've actually, can I say 3?
Yeah.
I've got 3 unpopular. I've got a note on my phone, unpopular opinions, and I've got 3 underneath it. First one, I think that Kanye West's music sucks. And I think that if it was some random bloke posting that on Spotify, everyone would be like, what's he on?
Yeah.
That's my first one. Second, people who have their gym membership cards in clear phone cases are just doing that for attention.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Because you don't go to the gym that often that you need it in the back of your phone.
Yeah, why are you flexing it?
Exactly. It's just so that people see it.
Mm-hmm.
My third one, couples who say they never fight just don't communicate properly.
Or they're just in the honeymoon phase.
Yeah. Like, I think you obviously are not talking about everything you need to talk about if you never have, like, a little, not, like, full fights, but,
No,
like,
just
little
tiffs.
tiffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I got.
I don't like the Boston Berks.
Fair call.
And they look very similar to Crocs, and I love Crocs.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why, but I just can't get on board.
Yeah. I think what turned me around, I'll never buy a pair. Like, I don't love them enough to buy them. What turned me around is that I saw someone wearing them and they looked like Uggs, but that you could wear outside because they covered the ugly bit at the top.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, dang, maybe that's smart, but I don't want any.
Yeah.
Good call. All right. I think that's just about all we have. Is it?
Yeah, that's it, guys.
Thanks for tuning in for another Q&A. We'll see you for a regular episode next week, I think. I'm not really sure, actually. Maybe it's something else.
One that we already recorded.
Yeah, cool. Make sure you do all that stuff we always tell you to do.
Uh-huh.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye, besties, and stay sexy.
Bum 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 bum.
This is the AA meeting. Welcome to our podcast.
Fuck. I said the.